spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm there in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna fuss, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? I need to stop.
Fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Well, now they'll try the end around. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Todd Gurley, the ball carrier. Raekwon McMillan on the tackle. That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On play action, Haskins steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught, Gronkowski. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rob Gronkowski. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Titans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Cobb. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Titans nothing.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Brought down by Vic Beasley.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Jones. Hard throw, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Got his target, Samuel. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hughes on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
38-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing Jones. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jones. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And goal,
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Lindsey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans take over first.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking deep for Hilton. And now here is another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Yo, what's good? Hello, hello. Yo, I'm in a game right now. We can play right after if you cool. I said I'm in a league game right now. As soon as we're done, we can run ours. If you cool with that? We're about to start the second half now. Yeah, I mean it's 7-minute quarters. Plus he's got to pause right now because he's dealing with something with his son. Told me he needs like 35 minutes. Alright, just hit me up when you get back from the store because we should be done. If not, finishing up. Oh, okay. Alright, bet. Well, just hit me up when you get back. Alright.
the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Operating from the gun, Jones, flush to his right. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up
oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Royce Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. That'll bring up second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And
this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Titans. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And here's Lewis. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
34-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Jones to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete to Philip.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville, it's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now a handoff for Lindsey, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run. It's Lindsey. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here comes Cobb. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He was looking for Todd Gurley, and now it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Haskins going to throw again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Being chased out left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Ball carrier.
Philip Lindsay, 79 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They go play action now. Haskins. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Jones off the play fake. And he rifles one incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And we are inside at 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here comes Cobb. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Matthias Farley. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's
got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Now it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
They should have put a
Can
stamp on
you
it.
believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return.
Browns 39, Titans 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Browns, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our...